Jeremy, we are
Hello,
back.
hello. Yes.
How are you, man? So,
Yeah.
so we're
Okay
back.
naman.
We're doing this recap of the last show that we did. So, hey, so
Right,
before
right.
we get into that, so how's everything in the Philippines?
Huh, mukhang maganda yung panahon dito sa particularly here in Cavite. But
Mhm.
I'm sure sa rest of the country medyo maulan ulit siya. So kahapon medyo matindi eh.
Oh yeah,
Mabigat ang buhos. Yeah, yeah. But everything
talaga.
goes okay naman so
Well, as
far.
long as hindi mainit. Ako dito ngayon sa I'm in LA. And the weather is siguro mga 90s ng ano Fahrenheit,
Right, right,
and
right, right.
it gets hot. I mean, I can't wait for it to cool down a little bit more. So at least there's a
Yeah.
Philippine. So right now, is it humid?
Yes, the usual, remember those fun days natin na medyo pag humid, makulimlim, masarap
Yeah.
humiga. And we're Saturday here in the Philippines, so alam mo na.
Yeah, I'm
Normally, ito
sure.
na yung
I'm
time
sure
na
nagre-relax ka na diyan. Ako,
relax, relax.
I'm ending the no, I'm ending the day. It's no,
That's
it's
right,
right.
that's right, that's
Siguro
right.
ngayon 6 o'clock. Anyway, so I'm
Mhm.
excited to we need to go ahead and sort of recap kung anong nang ginawa natin the last show that we had. Kasi nga yung ang importante dito, we need to create this content and maybe sort of like a recap of what we did for Dagta. So really quick, tell me a little bit about what happened with Dagta. Again, for those people who are watching this now, tell them a little bit about Dagta and how they came about talking with us.
Right, 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 right. So a little brief background. Si Miss Mary Rose Marapia, basically the
Mhm.
owner of Dagta, was one of my mentee in the recent concluded na 3 months program with the field export. So particularly on exporting. So Dagta soap trading basically is a Filipino-owned company. So based siya dito sa Cavite, wherein she would want to actually share her share her products to the world, particularly it's a pili oil, sorry, pili oil
Yes.
extra kasi siya, kaya it's pretty new as well for me na kaya pala yon, di ba? Nasanay ako sa mga papaya, the coconut, yung mga nakan ko ngayon pili oil pala yung extract niya, so that's right.
Kaya nga, yung in-interview natin siya, that's where I was really intrigued by her product because yes, I've heard of coconut, I've heard of papaya, different things, but not really a pili oil soap.
Exact.
Usually, pili oil is in a lot of beauty products, but I've never really experienced it in soap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ang
So
maganda rin din sa kanyang sharing sa atin, particularly is that she has this talagang maganda na yung mga packaging niya. She
mhm.
really had time to, to make her product as much as possible high quality, at the same time exportable na siya. So export ready kumbaga yung mga packaging niya. So we will be, happy to introduce this product to the world, 'di ba?
Well, why don't we do this so that
Mhm.
even though this is sort of like a recap of what we did, let's share it with the people that that might have missed the show. So I'm going to go ahead and show the video, the YouTube of now. For anybody who wants to see this themselves, they need to go to the Emporium YouTube channel, and again, that's Emporium, EMPHORIUM, the word one, ONE, and it's on YouTube, and you should be able to see this. So I'm going to show you while we're talking. You can see the video itself. Okay, so we're going to run the video while we're talking, Jeremy. Then you can just go back and forth on it.
Correct.
Okay, so we can go ahead and let that play. When let's see if I can bring her up in here. Hold on. Whoops.
Center stage.
I know, center stage siya, no? Pero hindi ko makuha yung center stage, eh. Pucha, I don't know why it's not coming through. Ay, sus Maria Josep. All right, let me see. Nope.
Uh, yeah.
There you go. There. All right, so I finally figured that out. So yeah, no, yan ang pinapakita namin. We're getting used to showing the screen. Yan maganda. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show the video while we're talking. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is talk about the overview of the episode, and let me take this segment, Jeremy. So
Go
for
ahead,
those
man.
watching right now, the purpose of what we're trying to do, I mean, our purpose for the show is to really show outside of the Philippines the type of product that are potentially profitable in the US market. That's what we're doing. So when you watch these shows, we're going to try to give you market research. We're going to give a consulting of what the product is all about. But what we're trying to really come across is that we want to capture or attract the attention of a US buyer or a Philam. I mean, it could be global. It doesn't matter. I mean, obviously, it doesn't cut off in just US, but the target market is US. But if we can get a US buyer, a Philam entrepreneur, or just somebody who likes the products and wants to see it, how profitable is it? How much is it? What does it take to get it over here? That's what we're going to show you. Okay. And the reason why we have the owner is because they demonstrate the product, just like what she's doing on the show. So, right, Jeremy? I mean, bottom line, what do you want to add to that?
Yeah, so we're glad ano. So ang ganda nga ng presentation niya kasi I was glad na she's doing a audio overlay ng kanyang slide. So I was like, medyo kan na to, advanced level na tong pitch kon niya, pitch presentation niya. So maganda in a sense that she's really prepared for international play. Yun yung kan ko sa kanya. So she's gearing towards really on exporting talaga. So, yun, maganda yung mga ganun na yung alam mo yung may puso na talaga sila na to go for that type niya.
Oh yeah, I all day long that we're really looking for products in the Philippines and trying to make it easy for US buyers to really think about it. And we just want to grab your attention, say that you like it, and then we'll help you figure it out if it's something that's worth, pursuing. In the show, we gave her some pointers. But before we get to what that was about, let's go ahead and sort of recap what Jeremy told her on the last show. And this is the part where, again, if you're watching us for the first time, this is sort of like the recap, a little bit of a meeting between Jeremy and I and what we do. And again, we're trying to explain the behind the scenes of what we're trying to achieve with the show. So, but we also want to go back and for those who might have missed it, really understand the value of this product potentially in the US market. So, Jeremy, if you want to go ahead and discuss what you said about Dagta soap, I'm going to give you the camera, okay?
Right.
You ready?
Are we going to I'm going to share something kan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
All
go
right.
ahead and do that. All right, there
Yeah.
you go.
So one of the things that we really have to, when you are expanding outside the Philippines, one of the things that we really have to help our exporters is really market analysis, di ba? So where do we want to go? Fortunately for us, we have Emporium, who is actually based in the US, and we all know for the fact that US is the one of the biggest market in terms of importing, and at the same time, mga Filipino immigrants nandyan sila, sobrang dami nila yan. So potentially for a Filipino to export their product to the US, na-capture na nila yung a particular niche of market. And of course, kung marami pang mga foreigner na bibili, and of course yung mga locals dyan sa US that would want to try their product, so maganda siya. So one of the things that we have in this column, in this episode natin, is we really show our exporters yung tinatawag nating ano ba yung potential ng isang bansa. So case example, itong ginagawa ko at the time na we are presenting this, I was telling Miss Mary Rose that we have to have at least a sort of a plan to go outside the Philippines. So market analysis is a very one that is good to have as a tool for exporters so that they would know exactly what is the attitude character ng country na pupuntahan nila, no? And one of the things that we showed them immediately is, okay, you need to understand that you are selling a soap, a very particular product. So kailangan na it's really important to know your harmonized systems code. Basically, the harmonized systems code is a universal language of love ang tawag namin, or language of trade ang tawag namin. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-export kung hindi mo alam tong particular hash number mo. So in the case of Miss Mary Rose, the harmonized systems code niya is 340111. Particularly, it's an organic soap siya. So ang ginawa natin is that we wanted to understand kasi you wanted to go to the US. So particularly, we need to show our exporters na, okay, let's look at how attractive the US na market mo. And we were surprised that there is really a potential market, which is around 546.3 million US dollar on this particular product. And fortunately, US is also the #1 market ng kanyang produkto. So parang tipong, you hit the jackpot, Mary Rose. So maganda siya. In the case of importing, unfortunately, US, medyo maliit yung share ni Philippines sa kanila. So later, i-expound natin dito. What the good news with the market, of course, hindi naman ibig sabihin nun ayaw ni US ang Philippines. Probably later makikita natin yung reason kung bakit, no? So I'll just expound on this area wherein, sige, pasukin natin ang US. So ano ba ang growth rate ng US? And maganda, ang sinasabi niya dito is year in year, mayroong 14% growth ang US. So sa akin, if we are to start now, then after a few years, makikita mo na maganda yung pinasok nating dalawa. Okay, so ang advantage naman dyan is that Philippines has a 3.5 million potential na tawag dito, export, sabihin na nating potential for Philippines, no, na mag-grow. So if Miss Mary Rose of Dagta Trade would want to expand yung kanyang expand yung operations niya in the US, I would say checkmark ang US. Kasi one is maganda yung market, malaki yung may growth rate siya year on year, tapos merong potential talaga, no? So again, one of the things that we have to give emphasis to the exporter is ano ba yung market conditions nila, may mga regulatory compliance ba sila, meron ba silang mga organization that she could actually tap on, no? In this case, US, ang ganda, meron siyang around 21 organization na pwede niyang itap na they are into the sustainability standard. So maganda yung kanyang pasok sa US market. And then of course she has to understand that kung ano ba yung payment way, yung e-commerce sawag dito, yung market doon, yung knowledge ng mga tao doon. So maganda kasi 92% ang marunong. So good news for her if she tends to use e-commerce platform for ordering and reordering process niya, then wala siyang magiging problema. Okay? So again, these are the things that she has to actually undergo, no? May mga, syempre, pwede siyang business partner na pwede niyang makausap ka agad-agad. What are the informations and certifications and permits na kailangan niyang gawin, no? Now, the second one that we wanted to understand is that, teka, Mary Rose, we need to understand kung si Philippines ba nag-export talaga nag-export ba talaga sa US? In our case, US is number 13. So meaning to say, medyo malayo siya. So dinadala ng majority ng mga business owners, they go to the Indonesia. They go to UAE. So mapapansin mo, these product are, sa akin, paningin ko, these are halal-based na produkto. Probably malakas yung halal-based na produkto ng soap, no? So yun yung nasa isip ko lang immediately. And then of course, Singapore, malaking market niya. So that's basically Philippines exporting to the world. So the top 3 is Indonesia, UAE, and Singapore. Unfortunately, number 13 yung US. So ngayon, we need to understand, okay. Now that we want to go to US, tingnan natin kung who are the players naman doon sa soap industry. Kasi they'll probably be your either competition na tinatawag. Pwede kang makipag-collaborate or directly compete with them. But we found out that Mexico, Colombia, and Indonesia are really the top 3 partners ngayon ni mapapansin mo ni US in terms of yung importation niya. So ngayon, it's a eye-revealing ngayon dito kay exporters na okay, should I go to Indonesia? And halaan mo na lang na si Indonesia ang pumunta kay US or should I go directly sa US? So it's up to her naman kung gusto niyang pasukin kaagad-agad. So in the case of US and particularly kung talagang gusto niyang dumirekta na sa US, meron pa namang market siya. Kasi kung titignan mo, ilan lang naman yung yung pumasok sa US, around 870,000 US dollar. So remember mo yung potential niya kanina, Ferdy, na sinabi ko, yung potential ng US market is around 3.5 million. Yung in-export lang ni Philippines, nasa 870,000. So, layo pa natin. So, again, at the end of the day, what I am sharing you now is a way for us to actually understand na, yes, maganda yung US market na pupuntahan natin. And then yung product mo, soap, kailangan lang talagang i-improve natin so that, it stands out among the rest, no? So, yun yung sharing ko ngayon, brother Ferdy, you're good, no? So, bigla kang nawala, sorry. yeah, sir, you're on mute, sorry.
I was gonna say, I thought for a second you forgot my name already, bro. My feelings were hurt, man.
No, man. Kasi bigla ako na-shock, ba't nawawala si Ferdinand? Hindi mo nagpapanik tuloy ako, sorry, bro.
No problem whatsoever. Yeah. No, I wanted to go ahead and show the screen also. I wanted to show the actual
sorry nga pala, no? So, yeah, brother, you mentioned about the cultural significance. Do I have to, or we will have that deck on the cultural significance niya?
No, what I wanted you to do now that I wanted you just to see, let's see, that's the product. I wanted them to see what the product looked like.
Got it.
So yun ang gusto kong go, pakita ko yan. There you go.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, let's talk about kasi what I wanted the audience to know from the show was that you were giving her the bigger picture.
That's right. Yeah.
You're giving her the bigger picture, giving her options, and then realizing that US market is para bang you're consulting. You're giving her an option that, okay, we can go all these places, but it's worth going to the US market, which obviously the show is about promoting Philippine products in the US market, but it doesn't hurt for them to know that these are the options also. Because at the end, you're trying to give them a picture. You want them to know what the opportunities are. Okay. Exactly. So now, before I go into what I said to her, is there anything else that you wanted to add on to that?
Yeah. So you were asking kasi kung what are probably the cultural significance, no? When I was actually looking at yung presentation niya, she was really into, napapansin ko na meron siyang puso doon sa community, particularly doon sa Bicol region, wherein she said na meron siyang isang malaking lote doon, and then nagpilit plant tree siya, and then she helped other pili farmers doon to actually purchase yung mga fruits ng pili trees nila. So napansin ko there is really a commitment to the community, which is being an entrepreneur, a business owner, there must be a reason, there must be a purpose of your business why you're doing this, no? Aside from that napaka-glaring profitability side niya, pero there must be a reason why you are doing this, So I was glad to see na meron siyang sustainability, So maganda that he's actually bridging yung heritage ng Filipino side 'di ba, yung bayanihan sort of, meron siyang ginawang ganon, and at the same time for every product that she sells, she's giving back to the community, which is yung mga pili tree farmers, no. So maganda siya in a sense na sa akin, paningin ko na it symbolizes our Filipino culture where we help each other, yung bayanihan. And then one of the things din that I was particularly very impressed sa kanya is yung kanyang quality assurance. So talagang napapansin mo yung mga product lines niya, talagang merong dating yung the labeling itself na, the actual package, ganon. So talagang yung output nung kanyang produkto pinag-isipan talaga niya. So kudos to her, talagang maganda yung kanyang ginawa in terms of the cultural side or the the Filipino side na embed niya doon sa produkto niya. Cool.
So if you look at the top right hand corner of your screen, I have Bruno Mars saying number 10, bro.
Di ba? So like that's the Filipino side, di ba? Yeah, by the way, the rice terraces.
Well, see, that's the reason why. So I wanted you to just touch on the cultural significance of that, because at the end of the day, the Filipino products, she has committed herself to utilize Philippine products and ingredients that are sustainable. As you can see from the pictures, the type of products, not only the pili oil, and for those people who might not know what pili oil is, it's a nut. You get it from, it's abundant, I guess, in the Philippines. Right. But it's still very much a sort of a seasonal product. But once you get it, it has a lot of I don't know, beauty benefits to it. I haven't used it. I think I might have used it for maybe shampoo or something. I ran into something like that. But as you can see from the picture, she uses papaya. I don't know what the other ingredient is. The one thing that I really like is the fact that a lot of thought came in. A lot of thought came with the product and trying to make sure it's healthy. But all of the products that you see there are so abundant in the Philippines that that's what we want to show U.S. buyers, that we're talking about high quality natural products and sustainable. That's the new image that we really want to show the U.S. That we're showing products that make you feel good, look good, and also be good. Okay, so I'm
actually sharing the mission vision niya Ferdy. Okay. I would want to touch actually yung mission vision niya, no. Sure. So mapapansin mo being an entrepreneur or business owner, you really have to put your business into the environmental side. Kasi mapapansin mo, she is actually doing parang dalawang side. She's actually also protecting the environment by replanting and then having it extended to the fullest life cycle ng tree, and then she's giving back the profit to the farmers, diba? So maganda na ganun yung tema palagi ng mga business owners, no? And then one of the things that she wants to have is that all their product or the byproduct of the pili nuts, they wanted to have the high quality product side. One of the learnings that I had with our export trustee, yung mga board of trustee, sabi niya, Jeremy, ang sikreto ng exporting is quality and continuous innovation. Try to research lahat ng produkto mo, yung kanyang kayang i-improve pa niya ng i-improve. Don't stop. Sabi ko, so ang galing. So yun yung sikreto nila kung bakit sila mga veterans na tinatawag sa exporting. Kasi yun daw lang ang simpleng secret, sabi nila. Try to continue, focus on the quality of your product, and innovate. Yun yung simple secret nila. So these are the product. You see that? Ganda ng mga ginawa niya.
The reason why that's the secret, because it's simple. A lot of people don't realize it, because when you go after a U.S. market, you already have to play your A game all the time, because if you don't and you rest on your laurels, so to speak, then the product just becomes stale. Because here in the U.S., it's even though it is a huge market, but it's still very competitive. That's why they say that to you. That's why exporters who find the market, people gravitate to it. You're always trying to, unfortunately, make it better, not because of your competitors per se, not just that, but knowing that you want to always have that mindset that you're going to give the best that not only does your company provide, but what the Philippines can provide in terms of, these type of products, Jeremy. I think that's what also they want to reiterate to everyone who wants to export.
Right, right, right.
Okay.
What
All
makes
right.
it good actually dito is that as a buyer, you would actually connect, no? If you have the same passion on helping the environment, immediately may connect kayong kaagad-agad eh.
Yeah.
So I would say yun is sa mga criteria. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead, Ferdy.
Okay, let me go ahead and touch on I'm going to put on the next segment. What we did for her was that I called it Ferdinand's perspective on U.S. market analysis, profitability, and competitive. I mean, you could just chime in as I just sort of give the statistics. So Jeremy, if you remember on our show when we interviewed her, I said that the market for herbal soaps has been growing steadily in the U.S., with a market size of 600 million in 2023 and a consistent growth rate of around 9% over the past few years. And then yung popularity niya, based on the research that I had, herbal soaps have gained popularity, rising in the rank from 5th to 3rd most popular in their category over 3 years. We're talking about herbal soaps. We're not talking about regular soaps, okay? But the
True, true.
market is very competitive based on that, with several established brands already out there. And then here's the part about the pricing. The average price per bar of herbal soap has increased from $6 to $7 from 2021 to 2023. And lastly, the distribution channels have expanded from online and specialty stores to also include supermarkets and pharmacies. So again, just to recap that part, just like what you were saying, you gave them the bigger picture and what our partnership will provide to the exporters is that I want to give them to be more. I want to give information that are specific to that market. I'm not even talking about U.S. market, period. I'm talking about maybe just Southern California, which there's a lot of data already there. So to me, she just has to constantly just work on, because I think she was making the products. They were relatively cheap. I think she was making the products at $2. Diba, Jeremy?
Eh,
$2. I think
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
she
yeah.
said.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the manufacturing price niya. So basically, if you are to go out to the international, then she has to, adjust. And in fact, if market says na yung mga product niya is ranging from $8 to $10, then I would say, if I were her, adjust niya yung kanyang product pricing. That is right. That is right,
Mhm.
Ferdy.
That's why I find at the end of the day she has a lot of potential room, and we told her that sabi ko sa kanya she needs to go do a little bit of research. We need to go to like at least on Amazon, because that's what everybody in the U.S. looks for in trying to price the product. I mean, there are a lot of other smaller places, but in the
Yes,
end, when they're trying to get an idea how much something is, they go to Amazon. And the fact that,
that's
can you
true.
imagine the product that she has? It's the ingredient in itself is already unique, because I know of another
Exactly.
brand called Piliani that's doing really
Mm-hmm.
well, and this brand focuses on more like health and wellness products, beauty products, and they're doing
Mm.
really well. So to me, having to put pili oil in a soap, that is tremendous in terms of the opportunities for Mary Rose, right? And then also the pricing, the distribution channel, and then lastly, she is in a market that people are looking for something different. Yes, in times of economic situation, yeah, people will go for the cheap prices, but she is probably playing with a niche type product. All I know is that, like I said, with the data that I received or that I found, I'm excited for her. I just hope that she continues to maybe follow some of our recommendation. I made some recommendation for her, but you also made some recommendation for her. What was your recommendation for her to get her product prepared, Jeremy?
Yeah, yeah. One of the things that we are always doing is that, one is that kailangan may FDA yung kanyang product niya. the Food and Drug
Mhm.
Authority certificate, no? So in the same manner, yeah, you in the Philippines, FDA certified na yung product mo, but if you send something or your product to the US, then we really have to make sure na compliant pa rin tayo sa FDA sa US. That's one ang na-recommend ko, no? So we really have to make sure that it's compliant. And napakasimple lang naman ang goal ng FDA eh. If you wanted to sell your product sa market, I just wanna make sure na high quality yung product mo at saka safe sa market, safe sa mga tao, 'di ba?
Mhm.
So ganun lang naman kasimple yung ano eh, yung tawag dito, yung FDA certificate, no? And then other one is that I actually recommended her to actually undergo of course yung mga typical na hazard health and hazard certification so that in the Philippines when they actually check yung kanyang production lane, eh safe yung pagpuproduce ng kanyang produkto. May it be in the environment itself, sa mga tao na nagtatrabaho sa kanya. So, the HACCP na tinatawag namin, the HACCP. So that's the second na recommend ko sa kanya that she has to undergo. Even if somehow talagang matagal yung proseso, but bear with the process kasi what is the gain mo naman? Ang laki kasi you will have a potentially instant credibility yung confidence ng market doon sa produkto mo, they're so into it, di ba? Alam nila na you're compliant to the local authority. And lastly, I was actually telling her that she has to do the GMPC. It's basically the kanyon sawag na nating good manufacturing practices. So,
Mhm.
syempre, kailangan din na niyang gawin yon para at the end of the day, she will be proudly say na pinadala ko yung produkto ko dyan, I am confident na pagdating dyan, it's the same quality pa rin. At hanggang doon sa bathroom mo o whatever mo yan, ganun talaga yung quality ng product niya. So those are the things that I actually currently suggesting that we have to, to comply with for the local. And at the same manner, syempre, pagpunta dyan, we have to look at the import side naman. Ano ba yung US regulations, compliance dyan? Then we have to make sure that she, again, undergo the same. Probably it will be faster kasi nga, she undergone na sa kan eh. She has already all those documents that would probably US would require anyways from her. So yun, confident naman ako that if we do that properly, she will have a good future sa produkto niya.
No, I think with your mentoring and Philippine the Department of Trade and Phil Export, if you continue to do that and just prepare her, and that's really your job, honestly. Between you and me, your job is to make sure these guys are ready to go and you prep them.
Mm.
But my job as part of I'm Emporium is to really get you data so you know exactly what needs to get done because that's the one thing about the Department of Trade and all the things that you're doing because you're preparing a product, but like you were saying earlier, there's a lot of different countries you could go to, and each country, to a certain degree, have their own nuances and what they will accept there and what's acceptable. Because the one thing that again, what I was going to tell her was that sometimes soaps from the Philippines, they're if they don't change the message, right? Because sometimes they market the products for whitening, skin whitening in the US, that's it's not necessarily the important thing because skin whitening, as long as it's
Exactly.
like organic, you have to watch for the messages also, right? So what I like about what you're doing there, Jeremy, is you're preparing all of them at the end of the day. So it's sort of like a good teamwork here. You prepare them, and then when they when they go out there and compete, then I can give them some more details of what the market is all about. But you gave them you gave them this long-term goal, and I think they're in good hands with you because you are working with a lot of amazing people in the Philippines to get them thinking about the future. But I also in the show I gave her an immediate action because you and I were talking about like, okay, we get them on the show, what's next, right?
Exactly.
Diba? You
Yeah.
asked. So
Mm-mm.
why don't we let me make some comments about that, and then you can chime in after I say that. But for those people that are watching this and you're asking, well, okay, now that you're on the show, then what's next? Okay.
Exactly.
Now we do have a plan for you, and if you reach out to us, we'll send you those plans. Especially after you go on to the show. But let me just give you a little bit of a taste of what that is. See, with us, after they appear on the show, we want to encourage the spirit that they have. They're excited. They want to be here. They
Mm-mm.
want to try it out. So what we've done in the past is that I told them, most of the people in the Philippines, the exporters, I said, go ahead and allot it in your budget to send samples of the product. Okay. You don't have to send a lot, but let's be realistic. How is anybody in the US going to know they want to buy your product if they don't experience it in somewhat, right? How are you going to do that?
Yeah,
Are you going to buy something blindly and just say, ooh, I like the picture, I'm going to buy it? So you have to already
exactly.
put that in there. So what do you think, Indiba? I mean, would you buy something, Jeremy, just because you saw a really great picture? I mean, you're
Yeah,
still going to want to know, right?
yeah, it really matters yung yung look and feel eh, yung maramdaman mo siya, yung
Mhm.
mapindot-pindot mo ba? So
Yeah.
that's why some of the 'di ba vendors there
Yeah.
normally wanted to, check if it's okay ba to, lanta na ba siya. So it's the same manner with our product, no, yung mga produkto nila. They have to send some probably sampling or anything that they can immediately display ng mga retailers and distributors natin. So
Mhm.
that's very important for them to penetrate a new market. Yeah.
Well, I think that you should, in the beginning, depending on the type of product, Jeremy, I would suggest that in the mix of their immediate, let's just say they're excited. I was even thinking about this. I said to myself, well, why doesn't Mary Rose create? I mean, you can tell this to all the products that you're
Correct.
managing, is create export size products for sampling. Okay.
Correct.
The reason why I say that is because, not instead of the regular bar that's a bar of soap, let's just say this bar of soap is just like this phone, half of it, right? Then, shipping it will be expensive. And then when you give it away as example, you're not gonna cut it later with a knife and say, okay,
Exactly.
here's half for
Mm.
you, here's for the. So I would recommend, and I think I told her this, that make small sample sizes,
Right,
right?
right, right, right.
So this way they can try the product, instead of maybe shipping only 20. Now maybe you can ship 30 or 40, because now they're in smaller size. I told her that.
Mm.
Okay, so
Yeah,
if you're an exporter, listen to me. You need to do that and think about creating a size for export.
yeah. Actually, just to add on to that, no, she actually during our workshop, no, she actually went to me after our show. Sabi niya, Jeremy, these are the product that I would like to position in the US. So, what do you think of it? So sabi sa kanya, these are typical na sizes na pang hotel, kako sa kanya.
Mhm.
So, ano ba yung observation mo? And then she said, I have the research na American, US market would want a bigger size because of their hand. Kako sa kanya, well, it depends yung goal natin. If you are really into
Exactly. Yes.
direkta ka na sa household, then you are right. Pero if is that the niche market ba papasukin natin? Are these just the restaurants, hotels? Kasi pag yung mga yan, they would prefer the smaller bits lang kasi
Yeah, exactly.
mga 3 days, 4 days lang gagamitin ng guest nila yan. That's it.
Yeah.
Kanya yan.
Can
So,
you
those are
can
the
you
things that
imagine? That's why I think her market could also be hotels and spas.
exactly. So, yun nga, sabi ko sa kanya, market analysis really, and yung niche. So, those are the things that I would want na. Kasi kapag if you wanted to go to the consumer side, household side, yes, marami yan. Pero, ang dami mong ring kalaban dyan. There are so
Mhm.
many competition there. So, do you
Mhm.
really want to go there? But again, at the end of the day, I don't want to discourage her, Siyempre, if she wanted to produce a bigger size, then why not? Di ba? To accommodate the American taste, di ba?
Well, I think she should do that, but it's just more like, I'm talking about the immediate action. Like after the show, or anybody who goes on the show, if they want to have people experience the product, then think of having that. It doesn't even have to be US, it could be any other market. You're not gonna
Exactly.
make the big soaps right away. You just want to
Exactly.
get a feel. So that's why I said, immediate action. Like she, at the moment after the show, she was already excited, right? So what we need for
Yes.
them to know is that if you're gonna do that, not only like you said, do the USFDA, be compliant, but I noticed that a lot of Philippine exporters, they get overly excited and they want to try it already. Why would you send a lot of these soaps, cost you a lot of money, not only because of the product but also the shipping, when you maybe start small. And then that's what I
Exactly.
was going to tell you. Continue to what we're going to do after the show for all those interested watching this is that we're going to put you on the directory of Emporium. We're going to put you on another show. We're going to go ahead and approach 1 to 2 retail outlets, so small ones, maybe
The
even a
distribution
pop-up,
channels. Yeah,
right?
that's right.
So we're going to immediately, we're going to go ahead, and if you want to send the products to us, we'll put it in an outlet, a retail one, a small
Exactly.
store. So this way you can be proud to say that it's actually being trying to be sold and promoted at that product. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's why I'm thinking that all the time.
yeah. To add on, actually, aside from those display na kailangan nilang i-prepare, I was actually telling them na put yourself on the seller side, the distributor side. After getting this, then what? Kailangan mo rin tulungan sila sa social media side mo, sa
Yep.
marketing and promotion side mo, kako sa kanya. Prepare it for them. Kasi if you're going to wait for them, Diyos ko, it will take forever.
Oh
But if
yeah.
you're going to give them i-hand over mo yung demo kit mo, sampling mo, the product that they could sell immediately, plus the marketing materials mo, they would love to have that immediately. And then,
Mhm.
alam mo, in few weeks probably, they'll be sending to 1,000 of their consumers yan. Then that's it. You'll be known in the US market immediately. So those are the things that they have to really make sure na kasama doon sa kanilang plan is to have the marketing materials and promotions nila. Of course, marami pa tayong pwedeng like just like us. Attend to the events, mga webinars natin so that they would
Mhm.
probably get some strategy, di ba?
Well,
Along the way.
see where the marketing component, where the consultant when it comes to compliance, where the go-to market strategy, at least in the beginning, to get the product going, to get us market data. That is what we're
Exactly.
trying to do here in the about Jeremy. That's what we're trying to do. So we do have a
Exactly.
plan for all of the Philippine manufacturers who attend on the show. So if you're in the show, you need to know your game. You need to know your
Exactly.
pricing. You need to know why the heck would anybody in the US want to buy your product. Be bold. Be bold. I mean, I'm just telling you, right, Jeremy? Talagang you need to be
Exactly.
confident in what you're selling, because if not, then
Exactly.
you know, then why don't even bother, because you're just gonna give yourself a headache.
Exactly, exactly. Oo, oo. And frustrate sila, 'di ba? Kasi
Yeah.
at the end of the day naman, it's really your product will actually bring you to the market eh. It's
Mhm.
not us eh. Even if sangkatutak na advice ang gagawin natin, if they're not going to do it, if they're not going to do the walk, wala.
Mhm.
Everything goes nowhere. And then mapoprostrate ka pa sila
Yep.
sa atin dahil ang dami yung gustong gawin.
Yep.
But that's the reality. We're
Mhm.
telling you the US market. That's their character. That's their attitude. That's the market. So how do
K
you penetrate
kaya
those
nga
market?
kaya nga
It's real.
baby steps muna. That's why we're not
Exactly.
telling you, because we're trying to be careful with your money. We're trying to be careful with your
Exactly.
time. So
Yeah.
everything is in baby steps. That's the reason why we tell you all these little things, is because we don't want you to pursue not to pursue that dream of exporting, but you
Mhm.
also have to have a mindset that it's a sort of a long journey, but
Mm-mm.
we don't want to stop you from making that first step. That's why we're telling you the price size of the product. Do your research, just like Jeremy. Prepare yourself there. But most of all, your mindset is what's going to carry you through the challenge of promoting your product. But the last thing I wanted to say about it is that be proud that what Jeremy and I are doing is we're promoting products from the Philippines that only Philippines can deliver in a good way. Okay, not I'm not talking about just the product, but our idea of what the U.S. market is about, our idea of knowing how to market on social media. But the one thing that I want every Philippine manufacturer to get out of their mind is that you're trying to get data for your company. Don't think of that you're going to make a lot of money right away when you first hit the market.
Exactly.
Diba? I don't know. What do you think about? That's the part that I
Oh,
can't get
man.
rid of. I know their business,
Ah,
but they have to. It's more like when you get here, you're investing in this market.
yeah, true. Actually, the good thing with the planning, no, if they're with our guidance, no, they follow our guidance. We understand yung market penetration that it will take time. It probably will take money. Yes, kung na yan, given na, it's really given na yan. What is important to our side is that they would exactly know there's a timeline, di ba, that we are going to implement this. In short, hindi siya gumagalaw na deadline. So we don't actually do that. No, we wanted to make sure that for the first 3 months, fourth to sixth month, these are the things that you would be doing in parallel with your what you are doing locally, and then once we receive the goods in the US, you'll basically have the footprint already identified, distribution points, and then in the first place, it is a first experience niya, no? So along the way, there are really trial and error, so to say. But what makes it good now is that ma-minimize natin yung trial and error. Kasi the reason is that we are already in that market. We know how to distribute it. We know what the market demands. So that's the shortcut, so to say, that they can actually get from our show, and at the same time from the things that we would want to guide them, no, for that's my take. Yeah.
No, you're again. There are so many more that we can discuss about Dagta's soap product, and we recommend that you try to go to their website or even their Facebook page.
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, and diba, let's see. I'm trying to bring up their Facebook page. Let's
Yeah.
see. The heck. All right, hold on. Let me see. Go ahead and keep talking. Let me
I'll
bring
chat.
it. Yeah, let me go ahead
I
and
can.
keep talking while I do that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so I'm
chat
trying to
you.
bring them up. I'm trying to bring them up right now.
Correct, correct.
Okay, so hold on. So you can keep on talking while you have that. So
Yeah. So
that's
one of the
their.
things.
Mhm.
Yeah. One of the things that I would say is that they have different packages. They have different products. So yung oil extract with a tawag dito, you can apply it directly. There are actually parang ointment type, the cream type. So you
Mhm.
can apply it. And then they also have the bar soap, the typical bar soap. So there are three product line that I would say na maganda that she was able to produce it, that she diversified her product. Yeah.
Yeah, she has aloe vera, which is
Uh-huh.
a great product, and she.
I think that's the wrong side, brother.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
it's not
yeah,
that
yeah,
herbal soap.
yeah,
Okay, I've been showing
yeah,
the
yeah.
wrong
Sorry, sorry.
website.
Yeah. Not that one. Not that one. Itong chinat ko.
Okay,
Please
let me
check
go ahead and bring that up.
the one that I chatted.
Okay,
Mm.
here I
Malamang
am.
yung old na the
Here I
wrong
have
gan.
been showing the products. The same. I thought it was the same. That was it. So okay, there you go. So can you
No, no,
see
no,
it
no.
now?
Yes, that's the one. And
Mm.
oh, yeah. Naka-freeze siya ngayon. Yung center con mo. Sorry.
It's all right.
So, kilala
Yeah,
ko si Kon,
yeah.
Kilala ko si Christina Aguilera ba yan, brother? Christina Araneta? Just
Ricardo
kidding.
Carranza. There you go.
No.
How's that?
No, it's the wrong site, brother. It's the wrong site. The one that you're showing.
I thought I had that already. Hold on, hold on.
Yeah. I actually sent you a private chat, yung Facebook niya.
There you go. That's the one. Okay, I'm trying to get it.
Yung
Get
that's the
rid of
old
it.
one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, so
The
now
one
let.
that with the
Yep.
mayroon siyang press. What do you call that kind of bottle?
Okay, how about this one? That one?
Let me. It's still generating. There you go. Yeah. That's her official Facebook. Yeah.
Mhm.
So one of the things that they would actually, under the mentoring that we were doing with Phil Export, is if you wanted to play internationally, one of the things that you have must have a presence in, of course, the social media. And then we were telling them to generate at least a simple website, a landing page, kasi hindi lang social media yung kanya. So yeah, that's the one. So she has actually have a micro reels, and she actually provides pictures of her product. So there are part of my mentoring is actually telling them na, you know, some of the viewers natin across the globe, kako sa kanya, would want a very short reel but very informative. But you need to make sure that there is a call to action palagi doon sa mga post ninyo. Wag lang post ng post, di ba? So those are the things, you know. So yeah, these are the packages na ginawa niya.
Wow, these are beautiful. It's better than that other one.
No. Probably kanyon, infringer.
Maybe these are even beautiful than the what I was showing earlier. Look at that.
Yes. Like I said, di ba, ang ganda ng mga packaging niya. Talagang sabi ko sa kanya, continue doing it. It's just that, of course, she's really into, you know, continuously improving yung kanyang, one is yung marketing, digital marketing asset niya. And at the same time, she's really doing yung kanya product niya. And she actually teaches, no? She share yung kanya knowledge niya on producing those things, brother. Imagine that, di ba? She's into really showing yung craftsmanship niya. So yeah.
Like I was telling you, we could do a seminar on her doing it. Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
The only thing that I probably wish that maybe we sort of need to coach her a little bit on the presentation side, because
True.
that's probably the only thing that I would say about it, because the products are amazing.
Yes.
She needs to she does need to do more of the private demonstration. She needs to get that to a sample to have people experience that, because when you're selling something like that, yes, the packaging is important, because they're gonna see it. They're going to see what's the ingredient, and they're going to be impressed by the ingredient, but they want to see it and touch it, smell it, and all of that, and see the actual reaction to their skin, because sometimes people still might be allergic to something. I don't know, but at the end of the day, that's the reason why they need to put that in and make smaller versions of it. But
versions of it, yeah. So exactly.
The product is amazing. Look at that.
True.
I have to apologize for Mary Rose, because I thought it was the other one, but these are great. Like this repair serum.
Yes.
That would be amazing here in the US.
Exactly. Alam mo, when I was actually looking at it, kasi nagdala siya sa workshop namin, I was like, even the feeling, pag touch mo pa lang, pagbukas mo noong kan, may reason siya kung bakit ginagamit niya yung ganung packages. Bakit mo ito ginamit mo, hindi yung plastic? Kasi sir, pag inamoy mo, ito yung gusto mong malaman eh. Okay, fine. Cool. Di ba kapag naka-plastic, pag inamoy mo, baka hindi mo maamoy eh. Di ba?
Parang gusto mo nang kainin. I feel like looking at it, it's like dessert too.
Yeah,
so that's why it's a feast to the eyes to look at these products.
Exactly.
Well,
so she put something that really, I would say, the Philippine quality type of product. Yung mga ganyan dapat yung ini-export talaga. Diba? That, our Filipino American natin, immigrants and natin, US market natin would appreciate. Diba?
Yeah, okay. That's a good point. Sometimes certain products don't have an option except to be exported, okay? Because sometimes when you hear about coconut, pili, papaya, that's why I'm saying that if you live in the Philippines and you're so used to that you probably think it's not a big deal, right? But if you're looking for health and wellness beauty products that are exotic and natural, and you promote it that way, people here in the US, because they don't see that, they don't see pili oil, they don't see a lot of papaya.
Exactly.
right? So this is screaming to be exported.
Exactly.
It needs that. So the
Yeah,
packaging she's got, as we said, okay. So you just continue to do
exactly.
what you're doing with her, um, uh, Jeremy. Just go ahead and make sure
Yeah,
that you
the
continue to
beauty.
prepare her.
And you know what, the beauty of our program naman, brother, is that hindi lang yung awareness ang ginagawa natin. It's really on a we do guiding, continuous guiding, continuous teaching them the no,
Mhm.
the market in itself. And then of course, for the buyer naman, they can send their Q&A, di ba? They can send probably post their questions sa ating YouTube or sa website or Facebook natin. So that we could answer their inquiries regarding this specific program natin, tong episode natin na to.
On the last show, I don't think we showed this. That's what's bugging
No, no,
me.
no, no. I was actually I was actually looking at you na parang hindi ito nga yung Facebook.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why that's why she didn't
yeah.
say anything. They kept thought, okay, this might have been the one. That's why I was looking at myself. I go, this is totally different. Now that I see this, I'm even more excited. I was already excited with the one that we showed, but this one is
Mm.
even better. She really showed.
Oh, you know
Look at
what?
that.
During our workshop, we actually, one of the things that she highlighted is that she already had filed the trademark of this. So technically, she owns the trademark.
For
Oo, sabi ko
Dagta.
sa kanya, good, better. At least na-register mo na kaagad-agad. It's a good strategy kako sa kanya. It's a good
So
investment. Yeah.
so with me not doing my homework, that was the wrong Dagta, and she probably can sue them now, right? Because
At least
yeah,
we found out there's an infringer.
yeah, there's an infringer. So okay, maybe she can make money from them, and then she can use that money to send us some samples.
Ayan a good
But
tip, that's a
these
good
are
tip.
these are beautiful. They're not even bars of soap. I feel bad. Maybe we should get her back on the show again and show this
Probably,
product
yeah.
again. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are also fine tuning. Speaking of that, we're reaching that time now, but we're fine tuning how we deliver this message. We're fine tuning the delivery of our consultation. We want to make these consultations where it's relevant to you, right? It doesn't have to be soap. Some of the things that you're saying make sense for any kind of product, really. But obviously, there are certain nuances that we need to change just so that like for example, if you're going to ship heavy boxes, we need to tell you. We can't just tell you, okay, send small samples, things like that. But at the end of the day, there are so many things that we want to give to the Philippine exporter. Um, Continue to seek out Jeremy and have him, because you're there. But he'll always have my support in getting the data that he needs about the U.S. market. So our next show, we're actually talking to two products right now, two manufacturers. One could be a snack that we're talking to, but what's the other brand that you're talking to now, Jeremy?
Yeah, so we'll give them a sort of an idea no yung mga susunod na tawag dito, guest natin dito. We have a lineup kasi na they're one of the producer of Pearl. Yun yung nasa candidate natin. We're
Oh,
just
that's
waiting for the
definitely
date.
profitable.
Yeah, the pearls of Mindanao. So I'm just waiting for them to confirm. The other candidate naman that we are actually waiting at gusto na niya is more of the Cavite coffee rice naman yung gusto niyang i-promote. Sabi ko sa kanya, all right, sige, let's Cavite. Okay. And then marami pa kasi siyang chips eh. The basically the plants that are pretty much everywhere here in Cavite. Yun yung kanyang produkto naman. The other naka-line up natin is really into naman how do you call this the food side, which is yung isa is they're looking at tuna The other one is bangus. So I mean, Philippines are very much rich on those two type of fishes. So they had this product. So we'll give them a sort of a an idea that U.S. market is a good one. So I hope that in our next episode they'll catch up with us, our viewers, and at the same time, if they wanted to have us, or they themselves, 'di ba? Kung baka may mga exporters diyan na Filipino exporters na somewhere in the Philippines, and they really wanted to go to the US, then they might probably tap on us, 'di ba, brother
Oh yeah.
Ferdy?
Oh yeah. That's uh, our goal is really to create a continuous platform where not only are you empowered while you're in the Philippines, but empowering you from the perspective of giving you data, giving you an outlet to try the products, because that's what we're very proud of. We want you to
Exactly.
try exporting the products, testing the market, and trying to manage the cost. But I don't want to say cost, because at the end of the day, I'd like to think that what Jeremy and I are doing, we're trying to create a platform where you're investing in how to prepare your products for the US market. So whatever you see you're spending, we're very sensitive to that. We don't want you to be in trouble even before you get started, but at the same time, you're not going to escape the fact that when you're trying to test out the market, there's going to be cost, but you can't really say that as a cost. It's more like an investment, because you're investing in a market that's a big size, and we're here for you. And our concern is that we want to be able to provide you with real-time data and deliver it with a caring message, and a realistic message about the market.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
True,
so
true, 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 true.
okay, we're gonna end our little meeting here, and then we're just wanting to make sure that when people watch us next time, it's right now it's just what we would normally want to say in the middle of the show, but it's all about the product and teaching them and asking have them ask us questions. But right now, this is a time where we sort of recap and thank you for joining us, and hopefully you get to join us again on our recap of the next show. But obviously, watch the next show.
Exactly. And hindi natin namamalayan, it's already 1 hour of our
Yeah,
show, 'di ba?
exactly. That's what we're
Exactly.
doing. So we're experimenting also in how we're delivering the message. But in the end, our goal, just like Jeremy has said, and we both agree that we're here to bridge the gap, and so that when you decide you want to export, you're going to be in good hands. You're going to be given all the much opportunity. I mean, as much information, so that when you do decide to do this, then you are well empowered, basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, if
All
I
right.
may give the last siguro message ko, brother Ferdinand, is that again, our viewers, thank you for watching us. It is a 1 hour, and hope there's a nuggets that of learnings that you are able to get. One of the things that you would need to understand that this awareness program that we are doing is pretty much preparing you for your product to go to the US. No, we are a Filipino exporters. At the
Mhm.
same time, we have to have a collaborative side wherein we are helping you to have the marketing and promotion, and the same manner prepare those specific market requirements, like ano ba yung pricing scheme natin, manufacturing, ex-work ba yan, delivery and duty paid and unload payment niyan, contracts ng importers natin or the international buyers natin. We have to fine tune all of these things, no, aside from the compliance ng regulatory side. At the same time, we wanted to help you on the logistics side. We wanted to make sure that, when we send your product, it is safely going to reach that country. Otherwise, mahirap kasi yung hindi natin alam kung baka mamaya sira-sira. Yeah, nakatipid ka nga, pero yung quality naman pagdating dun sa destination country natin, mapipissed off. Like what Mr. Ferdinand latest post, yung ube jam niya, di ba? Parang
Mhm.
napaka-simple lang, pero
Oh yeah,
it
you
gives
have
the
to watch you have to watch those funny things that I'm just saying. I mean, it's exaggerated, but at the end, it does happen. As
it
you can
does
see,
happen.
we have a lot to share with the Philippine exporters. So I'm excited, hopefully, that they continue to watch and we gain traction with some of the exporters, because I'm proud of what we're trying to achieve. It's just that we're trying to get everyone proud of us who beyond our family and friends to watch the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right. So
Beyond
I
our
guess
family,
yeah,
mommy, daddy,
with that,
lolo.
yeah. So they're probably getting sick of us after the second episode. So with that being said, I want to thank all of you for watching, and Jeremy, thank you, and then we'll talk again
Thank
soon, bro.
you, brother. All right. Bye
Bye bye.
bye, everyone.